to TV Torture Together, the podcast where we
Your favorite married couple.
dive into the world of TV shows one episode at a time. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Laura, and each week we watch and dissect everything from drama to comedy, sci-fi to reality TV.
Whether you're loving a show
Hating it,
or just somewhere in between.
we bring our honest, no-holds-barred opinions.
And of course, some laughs along the way.
So grab your popcorn
Get cozy.
and join us as we break down our favorite binge-worthy shows.
One review at a time. Let's get started. Womp, 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 womp. What's up, Laura?
Oh, whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
TV.
I really rolled my O for saying,
Oh.
yeah, your favorite shows.
Sure.
We're from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. We've been on the old network, and we've been reviewing those TV shows.
For our friends Sven and Olaf. Yeah, Minnesota.
The wonderful land of TV magic.
Yes. Jacob, what have you been watching?
Well, I have been watching really lots of YouTube.
Yeah.
A lot of Dude Perfect. I really enjoy, on the YouTubes, of watching people live in their van. Back when I grew up, that was like a slight. Like you made fun of people who said they lived in a van.
Down by the river.
Nowadays, it's popular. Nowadays, it's cool. Now it's cool to live in your van.
A
So
lot of people want to live in a van down by the river.
they do.
I have been watching Perfect Strangers. We watched it for a TV tortured episode. If you haven't listened to that one of my favorite ones. But yeah, it kind of inspired me to rewatch it, and it's been a fun journey to see Larry and Balky and kind of how they get out of their apartment into that beautiful house they can't afford.
Snoozy, baby Balky.
Snoozy, baby Balky. It's a great one.
Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous.
It is a
Great
great
one.
show.
Anyway,
It is a great show.
speaking of great shows, Jacob, this was one of my favorite shows growing up. I think I'm not quite sure, but it's Gem. We're watching Gem. It's truly
watching
outrageous. Truly outrageous. Season 1, episode 11, Last Resorts.
Okay, I'm just going to jump right here real quick before we really dive into
Okay.
this. So you're starting off by saying maybe it was one of your favorites as a kid. You don't remember?
I don't remember. I had a Gem doll. I had the Gem glittering gold doll
The
as
folks
a
at
child.
home. The folks at home. When we were preparing to watch this episode, my wife sat next to me and raved how this was her favorite and she loved this show. And lo and behold, we are now here talking to you fine folks. And she's like, well, maybe. Maybe it
I
was.
don't remember watching it at all. But I have such good memories of Gem. Like, because I had the Gem glittering gold doll, which, I mean, just Google the pictures because it is truly fabulous. And the thing with Gem, and they did this with Barbie and the Rockers because Gem was out selling Barbies, is it came with a cassette. And on this cassette were 3 to 4 songs. And I know all of those songs by heart. They're just beautiful songs. Me and my brother like to sing them together. And one side was the song with, them singing. And then the other side was karaoke. So that was lovely and inspiring. And so this has one of the songs from the tape that came with my glittering gold Gem, which I had a Barbie Corvette. She was I never really had the Barbie ride it, but Gem in comparison was huge compared to Barbie. Like features, she looked like an Amazon next to Barbie. And she was fabulous, truly outrageous.
It's something. It's something.
So this episode aired. We'll get into it. August 30th, 1986. So we were 4 years old when this came out. The demographic, I'm sure, for Gem.
I did not watch a single episode of this.
Yeah, we know. So we figured. Quick synopsis. Gem and the Holograms take a much needed vacation to a Colorado ski resort owned by Rick Franklin, an old friend of Howard Sands. I don't know who Howard Sands is, but Mr. Franklin tells the holograms that his resort is being threatened by another resort owned by Eric Raymond. Eric and the Misfits attempt to sabotage the resort in order to bankrupt Franklin so that he will sell it to Eric. Meanwhile, Rio and Svensson, a handsome ski instructor, battle for Gem's attention. In order to settle the matter of which resort controls the mountain, the holograms and the Misfits face off in a ski contest. I mean, what's not to love? You got romance.
I think it'd be better if they were
ski resort
going to a ski resort that was owned by Ric Flair instead of this other Rick guy. Woo!
Yep. I mean, that would have been truly outrageous.
That'd been epic.
That would have been pretty good.
Yeah, so they're having some trouble here at the old ski resort. They get up there and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna help you save the day. We'll hold a free concert, all you angry people, if you stay." Because all their skis are broken and their ears are beat up, and like, "Give us our money back, and we don't want to be here."
Halfway through the episode, you're halfway through the episode.
That's right at the beginning.
No. They get there, like you're already past song number 1.
No.
At this point, yes, because song number 1 is happening while the Misfits are causing trouble.
That's true.
So they get to the ski resort. He's like, "I want to be done." It'll be the shortest episode of TV torture. So they get to the resort, and the holograms, Gem and the holograms, are checking in, and they overhear Mr. Franklin on the phone saying that he was going that. What? How did he put it, Jacob? Did you write that down?
No, he's just talking about, like, "I'll have your money in a week. Calm down, brother." And they're like, "It sounds like you're being extorted." And he's like, "I am."
And you're like, how far, like, he's behind on his mortgage. So how far is he that he has 1 week? Like, how far in debt is he that he has 1 week to pay it, or the bank's going to just take over? Like, he's been missing for months. Yeah, he's been missing for months. So then Gem is like, "Hey, we'll hold a concert at the end of the week to help you raise money," which means that the resort is saved. Like, Gem and the holograms are performing. Like, it's like Taylor Swift is like, "I'm gonna have a block party for you." Exactly. So then we cut to the mountain where people are skiing.
The Misfits.
The Misfits. Oh, those Misfits. They are so evil. And I don't know why they're evil, but they are. They have face paint. I don't know. But
I had
on not jet skis, on snowmobiles down the ski mountain.
Which jumps into musical number 1.
Number 1.
You got to be fast.
You gotta be fast.
And I tell you, they had to write this show thinking everybody who's watching this show is a complete moron, because playing this song, listen. As they're playing the song, one of the lines of the song is, "If you want to be in the lead, you must be fast." Yeah, that's usually how you get in the lead. I mean, come on now. Who are you writing this song for?
4-year-olds! 4-year-old Laura is like, "Oh, that's how I become in the lead, as I can be fast."
A 4-year-old understands that right away.
You know who listened to that and took it to heart, Jacob?
Not you.
Ricky Bobby, he's like,
"If you ain't first, you're last."
No,
that's true. His dad taught him that, so his dad must have learned from
the
them.
Misfits. He's teaching Ricky Bobby in the car. They are listening to "You Gotta Be Fast."
Oh my goodness, it was horrendous.
Oh, it was classic. Because if you're not familiar with Gem, the song, and as you can tell, I probably was not at 4 years old. But they would like give you the title of the song, and then it would be like you're watching a music video, and then they would end it with the title and who sang it, so you could kind of remember. So it makes for great YouTube clips if you want to find it.
You gotta go fast.
Gotta be fast by the Misfits.
Yeah, so there's misfortune happening. Well, on the hill, as they're going, they meet Ken. The gems are in a little bit of trouble. Ken,
Holograms, excuse you.
Gem and the holograms, and
Yeah.
Ken, as I said, but it's actually Svensson.
Svensson
Comes to rescue.
Yeah.
A hunk of a man.
Yes.
Who their roadie person basically
Rio, their manager.
is Jelly. Okay, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
We're going to jump right into this because it comes a little bit later, but I just want to get to this right now.
Okay.
Rio is hot for Jim, but Rio also has a girlfriend who is also Gem because she hold on, no. So she transforms into Gem. Okay, so he's hot for the same girl, but thinks they're two different girls. So he's really playing his girlfriend, but really not because they're the same girl. But why is he never worried about the other girl that he's never with?
Jem was catfishing before catfishing was happening. So if you don't know, we have to kind of explain it because Jacob sure didn't know and I didn't understand. So Jem is a persona of Jerica, and Jerica is the owner of Starlight Records. I've done a lot of research since. So Jerica is the president of Starlight Records, and her father has created this hologram thing called Synergy that she's like the sole proprietor of. So she has these earrings that she'll touch and she'll say it's Showtime Synergy, and it will project a hologram, and so Jerica will turn into Gem. So therefore Rio is dating Jerica, is hot for Gem, which creates a love triangle that's not a love triangle.
And like I brought up to you, they're on this ski resort for a week. He never calls Jerica. He never even asks about Jerica. No, he thinks he's on some romantic weekend with Jim, aka Jerica. So she can't even get mad for cheating because he ain't cheating. It's the same girl.
We see Rico for 3 scenes, so we don't know what he's doing. He could be writing her letters. Like, we don't know. But it is weird because, like, Svensson, who unaware of Jerica / Gem / Synergy, is like hitting on Gem because, she's hot. She's got the pink hair. She's truly outrageous. He's hitting on her, and Rio's getting jealous, and he's like, hey, back off Gem. And Svensson's like, you can't, I thought you were hot for Jerica. You can't have 2 girlfriends. That's his voice. I'm not making fun of him.
That was his voice.
That's his accent and his voice. And he's like, Rio, you can't be greedy with 2 girlfriends. And Rio, I'm concerned why Gem / Jerica isn't pulling Rio in and being like, dude, what's your deal?
That is weird too.
I'm sensitive because Kimber, who's also in the band, is Jerica's little sister. Isn't she like taking him to task? Like, I don't know.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
Very strange. Very strange.
So, anywho, we get through this first musical love triangle, all the things, and now the owner of the ski resort that is trying to overtake this ski resort is upset because this concert can't happen. And because if this concert happens, then the owner's going to get all the money and he's not going to be able to overtake this.
He's in cahoots with the bank manager.
He is in cahoots with the bank. Dun, dun, dun.
I know. Spoiler alert.
He's in cahoots with this bank manager. And the bank manager is actually the worst of them because he's the one actually like hiring the people to sabotage and to hurt people. All these people should be going to jail for murder or attempted murder.
Yes. So
cable cars, they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff that will kill people.
On the ski lift, he undid the bolts on one of the wheels. And so apparently the only people at this ski. Okay. So the Misfits went down the hill and they messed up all the people. So the people were furious, wanting their money back. And Jim's like, oh no, you can come to our concert for free. And if you don't like it, he'll refund all your money, which he's fine with. the people are like, yes, a chance to see Jem and the holograms. So anyway, so they're going up this ski lift, and one of the things goes, and Svensson and Rio are seeing this happen. It's like, oh no, Jem and the holograms are stuck on the ski lift. They're going to die. What does Rio do? Svensson goes on skis to get them.
So he thinks that Svensson is just abandoned to them. So Rio climbs up and starts like crossing over like Home Alone, getting to the treehouse to get to the girls. And here comes Sven with the helicopter and a ladder, who easily gets them all off and then goes saves Rio.
Has to save Rio. So the thing, Rio beats Svensson to the girls just by like rope climbing. Like, absolutely impossible. Jem has fallen off. She's holding onto a pole held by one of the girls and, is going to die. And Rio's like, burr, 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 burr. He's going out there to save her.
Also,
but Svensson saves the day.
Real quick, you touched on something I have to address here. Are you not offended if you're called one of the holograms? Hologram is a fake image. You're basically calling fake. So it's Jem and the fakies behind me is basically what this band name is.
So when the Misfits do see that Jem and the holograms are on the mountain, they do say, look who's here, Miss Pink Hair and the Sing-Alongs.
See?
which I thought was hilarious. Yeah, it's kind of offensive. But Jem and the holograms, you got Jem, you got Kimber, you've got the other two. One is of an Asian descent, and the other is an African American. Very diverse, to the point that Mattel, when they released Barbie and the Rockers, used those exact ethnicities for their Barbie and the Rockers as well. I don't know if Skipper was in that, but I did also have a Barbie and the Rockers.
Yeah,
Barbie too. I know.
It's just crazy. It's just
crazy. So the whole mountain's in disarray. Like, he's gonna murder these people. It's just terrible. And so the rivals ski resort guy, Eric, is the manager of the Misfits. And he proposes an idea of how he's going to take over. And what does he propose, Jacob?
He opposes a one-time race, winner take all, because we already learned through song, you got to be fast.
You got to be fast.
So we already have that set up. So then that's what leads into, they accept the challenge, which leads into
between who?
The Jem and the fakies and the Misfits.
And the Misfits. Jem and the holograms against the Misfits. Who's going to win?
Guess what leads us into song montage number two. Because now they're working out and they're singing about how tough it is to work out, but it's worth it because you got to put in the effort to work out and lift some stuff and do some stuff. And
that's not the name of the song. The name of the song, it's working out. It's doing me in. So it's a dual act. So
the show did me in.
Jem, Pink Hair and the Sing-Alongs are singing "It's Working Out" because they're doing really good. They're working out. They're on their exercise bikes. They're skiing real good. And then the Misfits are singing "It's Doing Me In." They're trying, but they're failing. They're not good skiers. They can't exercise. They're just thin naturally. And so, yeah, it's working out. It's doing me in with Jem and the holograms and the Misfits, or featuring the Misfits, I guess.
It's true. So
great song. If it's going to be added to my workout playlist if I can find it, or if I can work out. Yep.
So the montage ends. Okay. And it is race day.
Race day. Big race.
Big race.
Who did you think was going to win?
Well, we knew that the Misfits were going to win because it's a TV show and you have to have that drama twist in it. So this is where this drama twist comes from.
How dare you? I thought Jem and the holograms would win for sure.
You know they weren't going to.
It's not called the Misfits. It's called Jem.
But you need the comeback story.
Yeah, but it's a children's TV show.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So they go
Don't be
rushing
ridiculous.
down the hill. However, the banker has already hired the goon squad to once again try to not just stop Gem and the holograms, but to murder Gem and the holograms, as they basically cause a open pit for one to fall into.
Yes.
Another one goes creaming off into the river on an ice block and is now sailing down the river to a waterfall.
She's stuck on a piece of ice.
She is. The Gem goes the wrong trails down some cave where she is now
She's
met
like
with
in a
the
dead
bear.
end. Yeah,
Yep.
she's in a dead end, and later
Fourth
stuff
one go?
happens. I think she just got caught up in the ropes. Didn't they get her?
Yes, caught in the ropes. And
Sasha,
then-
I think.
The funniest thing ever. This is supposed to be so dramatic. She takes her little wrist symbols and was like ting ting and causes an avalanche.
The misfits. Yeah, so Gem is stuck. Gem is stuck like in a a valley, so she can't get out. And yeah, ting ting, and an avalanche comes. Luckily, there's a cave. Jacob has said that there is also a bear in the cave, but Gem doesn't know that, so she goes to the cave for safety, essentially sealing herself in this cave.
So the misfits go down the hill. All four arrive. They're winners. And Sven is so confident in his training abilities. He's like,
Yes.
there's no way they did not make it down this hill or not be in first place. Something's wrong. Let's go find Gem and the holograms. And Sven and Rio split up. They go searching. Well, some of the other girls start getting free. They hear one of the girls, they get her out of the tunnel or out of the pit.
Out of the pit.
They hear the other one
Gets-
screaming the river, so they go rescue her.
She's headed towards a waterfall, and
Which is
she
she's jumping blocks now.
and they just send out, I can't remember what it was, like a rope, and
Yeah,
she
rope.
catches
Yeah.
it, and she's saved. So I mean, that was some harrowing stuff.
So
And they can't find Gem.
Gem is basically looking like Mike Tyson's Punch Out. The little guy and the bear's ready, and they're duking it out. And the bear takes a swipe and damages her earrings, which causes the hologram, and one falls off and breaks.
One falls off, doesn't break. The one of the misfits, when Gem was trying to get past them,
That's right.
she like hit her in the elbow in her ear, and she's like, oh, my ear, and it broke the earring, so she couldn't call. That was the broken one that she had on the bear, and she
Yes.
couldn't call a hologram to save her.
She's Jenica.
Jerica.
Jerica. And Rio comes and goes in the
Yeah.
tunnel. This guy's got to be dumber than a box of rocks, because how many people are in this tunnel that he's like, Jerica, is that you? And goes and run again, and she quickly like, you can't see me. Goes running back into the cave with the bear, so that way
It's the bear.
Rio won't figure out that she's Jerica, because that's worse than being eaten by a bear. I can't. Jerica must go back in. She gets her earring, is able to turn Rio
Synergy.
into some like monster goofy looking thing, which just scares
Yep.
the bear to pieces. He runs out and he's like, oh, that was so close. I thought I saw Jerica. And she goes, you're crazy.
So this makes me think. So did Rio think that he just scared the bear, or did he know that he was a hologram?
I think he just thought he scared the bear. There's no way he knew he was a hologram.
There's no way he knew. Just the bear all of a sudden was like, burr, 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 and then was like, oh
Yeah.
no. Like, bizarre.
And he's like,
just
look at
bizarre.
me. Oh, man.
Yep. And then he's like, oh, I thought Jericho was here. And Jem's like, no, just me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was so weird. But the fact that she's trying to keep this covered up so badly that she risks her life to run back into a bear just to hide her.
So,
true
Jacob,
identity.
have you ever been skiing?
Yes. One time.
Yeah.
I thought I was awesome because
Were you a misfit or a hologram?
I was better than both. I basically was on my way to the Olympics. How good I could ski. So I decided to start going down the Blue Diamonds, which are the bigger hills. And as I was coming around, I hit some ice. Next thing I knew, I woke up with a bunch of adults standing over me because I couldn't turn fast enough, and I went up a cliff and then came down on my head, knocked myself out.
So you're a misfit.
So that was the end of my skiing adventure.
One might say it was doing you in.
Have you ever gone skiing?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
no.
I knew that answer.
No, I am not. I would not be Sporty Spice if I was a Spice Girl. I would be Old Spice or Lazy Spice, Lazy Susan. I don't know.
So
absolutely not.
They figure out all the betrayal. Sven finds all the bad guys. Saves the day. Saves the day. And folks, let me tell you, when you
yeah, they thought the Misfits had won, and so everyone's like, "Yay, the Misfits! Eric has won the resorts," because they put both resorts on the line, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But so they were all celebrating, and Svensson's like, "Not so fast! I have brought in the baddies," and so I guess Jem and the Holograms then won by default. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, you cheat, you lose. That's what happens. That's the lesson you got.
Okay.
But
so there you go.
When you thought it was over, not did you only get 1, 2, but in 20 minutes, you are now met with a third singing number because they promised the concert. They promised the concert.
So we get to see the concert, and this is by far my favorite Jem song. Love Is Here. I thought this was, as a 6-year-old, I thought this was the most romantic song. I wanted to dance to this at our wedding. Love Is Here. There's music in the mountains tonight. Up above, a crescent moon is flaming bright. Can't recall ever feeling so right. Oh, 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 love is here where we are. Wish upon a star, and the one you're dreaming of is certain to appear.
We got it.
Just a taste.
I already had to taste it by watching it.
Oh, it was a beautiful, beautiful taste. Love is here. Great song.
The day was saved. All was right. And the love triangle of Jerica, Jem, and Rio.
Which then brings us to the point we're at the end of this, and it's kind of like a music video is kind of how they set this up, where Jem and Rio almost kiss, and you're like, no, he's cheating on his girlfriend with his girlfriend's persona. So she was kind of like Hannah Montana before Hannah Montana.
That's true.
They really ripped off Jem and the Holograms.
Maybe.
Disney. Maybe. Clear.
Now we got to get the important stuff. Theme song.
So Jacob, where do you rate this theme song?
Okay, well, a 0. This theme song was trash. Number one, the theme song, basically the main lines of this theme song is, my name is, Jem is my name. So because she can't keep up with her lies, she has to make a song to keep reminding herself that she must use the name Jem. Jem is my name.
Yep. Jem, she's truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Yeah, it's crap. I gave it a 7.5 though.
At least you agree it's crap.
It's catchy. It's worse than the episode we recorded before this, but it's definitely not good. And the animation style is different too. It looks like the intro was made by a different animation company in another country than the actual episode animation. So it's very different.
Yeah, it was different.
It wasn't truly outrageous as it had proclaimed. But yeah, it was truly something. Truly something. But
anything else you need to add to this episode?
No. The glitter and gold Jem, though, I mean, fabulous. Glitter and Gold, Mood I'm In, Love is in the Air, or Love is Here. Just a wonderful collection of songs from my childhood.
Well, there you have it, folks. That was Jem and the Holograms with me and Laura on TV Tortured. We appreciate you guys being here on these TV journeys with us. We look forward to doing another one with you soon. And hey, when you're done with listening to us and you're looking for other things to listen to, check out our Homecast Network, who has a house of all kinds of different shows. If you're into movies, meet Movie Torture. If you're into awesome interviews with celebrities and all kinds of other people, check out Work of Vice. And we also have Locks of Laugh with our Queen Bee of the network, Ashley. So go ahead and check out all those different shows on there on the Homecast Network. Everybody, have a great day.
Bye.
How do you spell commercial?
COMMERCIAL.
Hold on.